Renowned for its rich content and unbiased perspective, ISSE is designed to educate and to inform ICT security professionals, policymakers and industry leaders on the latest developments in technology, solutions, market trends and best practice. ISSE 2009 attracted over 300 representatives from across Europe, offering exclusive insights into the latest developments in corporate and government security.
Today I've talked to people from Finland, from Norway, from Spain, from Italy, as well as the Netherlands and France and Germany. So you get a very continental audience here.
This is mainly our target customer audience.
It's a combination of companies and organizations that are high level, and we also find a few partners that are interesting for us to work with in the future.
I think it's also the mixture of the audience. It's the academic world. It's the researchers which are already looking for solutions for the next 5 years, but also some of the end users are saying, "Hey, is this really working?" And I think that combination, I think that's the key success of the ISSE.
The conference programme has evolved and expanded to ensure that it remains relevant to all stakeholders in the security debate.
The last time I was here was 2 years ago. I see the standard has actually increased again in terms of the quality of the presentations being given. They're much less sales pitches, but much more interesting. Not always at a technical level, but also for business people as well. People are actually doing stuff and having some considered thoughts about how to improve security.
I'm impressed on the deep technical insights that the speakers have, so they are really good speakers here.
Very high quality and interesting topics, and it's not just sort of dealt with at a superficial level, it goes into quite a lot of depth.
Well, I really like that on the program this year you have incorporated some non-traditional speakers and sessions as part of a technology conference. Especially in the identity management realm, we need to have outside voices, people talking about how do you teach children proper use or appropriate use of internet, or what are the possible outcomes, the detrimental outcomes of how you use social networking sites. I thought it was great also to have people with a sociology background, for example, because we need that injection of research and thinking from those perspectives, because us in the IT industry, we're geeks, we're engineers, and we're not the best equipped to deal with some of the social challenges of how IT, how computing systems, and how the internet is used now and in the future. So that's been a really interesting element of the conference.
Coming to Holland, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, whether it was going to be a wide European panel, or like it was interesting this morning with just a German panel talking about one specific subject. But for some strange reason, they were all from Germany, which is interesting because you get a difference of opinions. Like I deal with English people all the time, and you get sort of the English view of the world. But I think it's good to hear what's happening in the Benelux, in Germany, in Sweden, and other places. So from that perspective, it's been very good.
ISSE is designed to encourage knowledge sharing and peer-to-peer discussion, providing the perfect environment for unparalleled networking opportunities.
There's an amazing amount of discussion going on in the hallway, which is one of the big objectives, and I'm sure people come to hear the talks and to participate and to give talks, but I think they also really enjoy meeting their colleagues and running over all the technology and maybe having arguments. I like arguments.
It's very technically oriented. I mean, people are here to learn. It's very much an educational and a networking and a giving of information environment and a receiving of information environment. It's very different to a standard trade show in that it is a specialist's area rather than a generic area.
I find these good networking events, for me as a business development professional, I'm looking to meet new faces. I'm looking to see what's happening in the sector, and you have a track here this year that really does address the national PKI element quite well. So I'm glad we fit into the program, and I intend to spend more time here in the coming years.
There are people around the ISSE who are already in the business for 20, 30 years. Very experienced, and I think it's also a sharing event that we also can and to give something back then to the industry, some things what can work and what can't work, and I think that's also one of the key things of ISSE. And of course it's great fun.
There is a lot of discussion about topics which are flying below the radar, and in that sense I think it's a good place for people in the industry and clients and users to come together and talk about their issues, not only in terms of those that you can solve tomorrow, but also those that will play a major role in a couple of years.
I thought it was a good opportunity to get to hear what people that are in this industry are saying. I've been a bit disconnected from all this, so it was a good chance for me to reconnect, I guess. And I've really enjoyed the breakout sessions. Get to hear some really interesting talk on all subjects. I mean, all the stuff I have attended so far has been valuable for me. So yeah, it's been very good.
We asked a cross-section of delegates and exhibitors what they hope to achieve by attending ISSE 2009.
I'm actually working on a project at the moment which is related to all this identity management, PKI deployment in a corporate environment and so on. So I was keen to hear some of the views and something that was said this morning about things that took a long time to get acceptance in the market and now are widely being deployed. So, which is what I'm finding with the people I talk to as well. My customers basically are quite keen to move in that space, and not just one. There's a few of them sort of getting more and more interested in deploying some PKI, internal PKI solutions. And it's been in the market for 10 years and no one's done anything about it. It's all starting to happen now. So it's interesting to hear it from, not just from my customers, but also from speakers and so on. So it's been very good.
I'm just interested in what's coming up in terms of threats in the IT security stuff. So that's why I'm here. And I hope some at least insights or share some thoughts with vendors, strategies, and so I can implement security in my own enterprise.
But from my point of view, I'm coming with ideas from the university environment and saying, you know, here's some ideas, what do you think? But also I was involved in some of the ETSI work a few years ago, and I'm catching up on where has it got to. And the conversations I'm having are perhaps where is e-signature got to, take up of PKI. There may be new security management schemas which people are talking about. So it's a rich source of feedback for ideas, and I find there's a lot of ideas here at ISSE.
We are into identity and access management. We have products for strong authentication. There's a lot of talk here about PKI and certificate authentication. That is something we do. We would like to extend our network. We have looking for partners, and we're looking for bigger projects that we know that the EMA group is looking into and managing. So that's the key thing for us.
I'm speaking later on today about secure software development, which is one of the prime reasons I'm here. But the message that it's important to have certified and professional people working in the industry, I think, goes down very well.
We're spreading a vendor-independent message this time, while we present secure MFPs, as basically every year. We concentrate on telling people what the real risks are in using these things. These devices evolved from being simple copiers to complex network devices, which bring their own risks.
DAP Technologies manufactures a range of fully rugged mobile computers. Specifically, we have a range of devices that address the needs of the mobile identity and access management space. And we've come here today to meet with like-minded professionals to talk to them about their requirements and also show them some of the solutions that we offer from our range.
We are here at ISSE 2009 to showcase our EDR hard disk crusher, which crushes hard disks and renders your data irrecoverable within 10 seconds.
The ISSE environment provides us a great opportunity to meet up with people who are like-minded regarding our products, because you invariably get security experts, of course, but people who are also knowledgeable and have an interest in things like networking and storage.
ISSE, Europe's only independent interdisciplinary security conference and exhibition.